Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a successful trading day. Today the market was up a little bit, so overall did very well. Well, we got a lot to cover. In this video I'm going to cover exactly the trades that we had on Wednesday from the top 7 list. I'm also going to give you a new top 7 to help you to be successful in the next coming day. Wednesday, if you had all of the stocks from this list, you would have had a 4.45% gain. Personally, I had a 10.47% gain. I had some of my investments do really well, and so a very exciting day for me. Hopefully all of you had a great day also. If you are following this list closely, you should be right at a 10.54% gain. This list is performing very well so far in the first 3 days of the month. Year to date, personally, I am at a 32.95% gain, so overall starting to get a little bit better. The gains are starting to come and more ferociously, so here we go. Looking forward to a great year and looking forward to the insiders and definitely for those picking up now that we're getting closer to the end of earnings season. I like to use Webull for my investing. The reason why I do is because I can trade as early as 3 a.m. Central Time and as late as 7 p.m. Central night. If you are looking for a powerful broker with lots of great tools, I highly recommend that you check them out. We have a link in the description down below. You get free stocks for signing up and you get more free stocks for depositing money, so it's definitely well worth doing. I love the scanners. I think that you'll enjoy it too. Let's cover some of the sales that we had from the different rooms and our percentage gain. I think it's so important to track all of your trades. Let's start with the premium room. We had 2 earnings run-up plays that we sold. One was MAA option, sold for a 25% gain. The next was INOV, sold for a 38.6% loss. That stock did not turn out as well. It just never ran. That can happen with option plays, but if you look at the big picture, the earnings run-up play is doing very well. Very high success rate, and so I like it and look forward to even more great gains coming forward on that. In the standard room, we had a day trade like we always do. We have an options day trade that I covered in our standard room. I sold ACB options for a day trade for a 15.15% gain. Probably could have done better. Got in a little bit high on the entry point, but it had everything we were looking for, set off our alarms, and off we went for a successful trade. Also sold MMEDF for a 10.73% gain. That was a really nice investment over 3 days. Overall did pretty well. I like shorter term. I tend not to hold too long on some of these picks, and that one had momentum, and so I took my profits on that one. The other one we sold finally was CUE options. Had this for a long time. That was an insider that we bought options on and finally was able to sell it for a profit. Sold it for an 11.5% gain. All right, in our basic room, we have quite a few sales to report. The first was FCEL, sold for a 3.62% gain. Sold FAST for a 1.4% loss. Sold CCEL for a 3.8% gain. Sold AIRT for a 7.85% gain. Sold PQEFF for a 3.69% loss. Now, if you're wanting to keep apprised of all the different trades that I make and some of the different changes that I make to my portfolio, please check out our Patreon group. We have a link in the description down below. For the small amount that it costs to be part of that group, you will make it up with one great trade. Lots of fantastic traders in there and a wonderful community of people trying to help one another. So if you are looking not to go it alone and you want some great strategies in order to trade and some different things maybe that you haven't even thought of, you will learn a lot by being a part of this group. The members in there make very good gains each and every month, and we've had a lot of success as a group helping one another. All right, let's get to the top 7 and others. We have so many great stocks to cover, so here we go. Of the others, here we go. We start with CYTH. This is Cyclotherapeutics, and on Wednesday, it finished up 11.04%. My average in at $6.43. And since calling this out, this is up 28.30%. Very good gains. Insider activity definitely on this stock is very bullish, but also they have a presentation this next week, which is making me hold it a little bit longer. I like the run up towards the presentation. I'll wait until we get a solid date to run up to, but I'm looking forward to this continuing to climb because I think it will all the way up until their presentation date. Analysts have an average target price of $12 a share. So there's plenty of upside here that we could take advantage of. And so I think this one will continue to do well. The next is is Allied Esports. This is AESE. On Wednesday, this finished up 2.58%. My average in it is $2.15. Since calling this out, it is down a little bit, 6.37%, but we're starting to see some life here. And this is a very explosive stock, or it has been in the past. And so very bullish insider activity, and analysts have an average target price of $3 a share. So I'm holding this. It's just now starting to get some momentum. The next is ANIX. This is Anixia Biosciences. On Wednesday, this finished up another 11.46%. Also, this one passed a very important resistance level. The chart looks extremely bullish on this, and so I think that this has got much more room to go and that it's really starting just to move. My average and it's $3.90. Since calling this out, it is up 17.35%, but I think we're going to get more out of it than that. Analysts have an average target price of $8.75, so there's plenty of upside here, more than 100%. And so I could see it really starting to get up and go now. All right, now let's get to the top 7. Here we go. Number 7 is VYNE. This is VYNE Therapeutics. On Wednesday, this finished up 8.75%. My average in it's $2.49. Since calling this out, it is now up 13.95%. I think this is a great investment. Just had FDA approval. It was a drug for acne, and I think it's going to be very relevant. Analysts have an average target price of $5.69. So we got that approval plus a high analyst target. Also insider activity. So those three things together, I think, make the perfect storm on this stock. This one should continue moving upwards. I'm expecting more out of it. All right, number 6. Number 6 was really the one insider pick from yesterday's video that did not perform well, and that is Bro. What's up, Bro? That's not cool, bro. What are you doing? Come on, bro. Not cool, bro. On Wednesday, this finished down 2.15%. My average in it's $43.29. Since calling this out, it is up 0.03%, so just barely. But we earned a little dividend from it. So by getting in on it with the insider activity, happened to make it through the ex-dividend date. So now we're getting a dividend. So that's kind of cool. I think that this one has more to go. I'm expecting about a 2 to 10% move from the time of the insider activity plus the dividend. So this should be really nice. Analysts have an average target price of $51.94. So there's some upside here and some potential for Brown and Brown. All right, number 5 is SRGA, SRGA, and hopefully you got this when we called it out. This thing is really moving. It's really doing well, but it's got so much further to go. On Wednesday, this finished up another 14.93%. My average in it's $1.90. Since calling this out is up 24.21%. New analysts have initiated coverage on this as a buy, and so it was very cool to see that. I think this stock will really move upwards. Number 4, this is pretty new to the list. This is AXDX. This is Accelerate Diagnostics, and on Wednesday this finished up 6.56%. My average in it's $10.02, and since calling this out is up 8.68%. It's doing very well. And Jack Schuler has been buying up shares, and also there's been some reporting, and I haven't seen it on the insider report yet because it hasn't been a couple days, but where Jack Schuler has bought even more shares, and there's also a director that has bought shares in this stock. Also, a really high short percentage on this, and I think this is a really bad stock to have a short position on. I think that this could be a perfect storm. We could see a really nice squeeze out of this. I think AXDX is one that could really get squeezed upwards, and we can really kind of take it to those shorts because, yeah, really dumb stock to short. If you have a short position in that, I highly recommend you closing that. You're about to get killed because this insider activity has been really strong. Also, this is a diagnostics company, and with everything going on, they could announce that they have some new tech, and with all the insider activity, it's very likely, and it's already up. I can see this one moving much higher. All right, number 3 is AUPH. This is Arena Pharmaceuticals, and on Wednesday this finished down 0.19%. My average in at $16.11. Since calling this out, it is down 0.50%. We had a director who bought shares in open market. Very bullish transaction done in open market. Analysts have an average target price of $17.30, and I think this is a good one to hold and keep in your portfolio. Number 2 is Molecular Templates. This is MTEM. And on Wednesday, this finished up 0.94%. My average in it's $13.27, just barely down since calling this out. It is down 0.75%, but B-flat biotech NV has been loading and buying quite a bit, and today purchased more shares. And so there's lots of stuff going on with this company. They have a very good pipeline. We could have some news pop at any time. Analysts have an average target price of $20.14. All those things combined, I think this one is destined to move higher, and we should see better prices starting tomorrow. And number one, this is one that we sold, but I bought it back. What do? I got to have my YAYO, I guess. This is a rideshare rental. This is YAYO. On Wednesday, this finished up 0.83%. Yes, this is an OTC. I know you have an OTC as your number one. Well, this thing is going nuts. And you know, some of these OTCs with insider activity are very, very good to have and hold. And man, I've made a lot of money on these OTCs. I mean, I know they're penny stocks. You can't put a ton of money in them. I don't suggest putting 10% of your portfolio in one by any means, but you can make money with these, and it's really naive of you to not take a look at a company just because it's not traded on the NASDAQ. Some of these with the right catalyst can really, really move. Anyway, YAYO finished up 0.83%. My average in it is $3 now. Since calling this out is down 1%, but I'm expecting it to move up. John Gray has been buying shares again, and there's been tons of insider activity on the stock, and it just continues to rise. I do a lot of work for this list, so if you could please do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when one of these videos comes out. Let's have a great trading day tomorrow. I look forward to a green market and how things are moving. The market seems pretty stable and seems to be moving up nicely this week. Hopefully that continues. I wish you all the best in the stock market. Be very careful and do your own due diligence. And Raythoven out.